Okay, so remember, even if you're exempt from the test, you're not exempt from this review. Number 1 says if SV bisects TSU. Okay, so we got like this. We have this angle where we have TSU, and it says that SV bisects it. So what does it mean to bisect? Cut it exactly in half, making 2 equal pieces, okay? So back over here, TSV, it says, is 4x plus 2 degrees, and angle USV is 2x plus 10 degrees. So again, if SV, this one right here, bisects that, what do I know about those 2 angles right there? They're congruent. So we're going to set 4x plus 2 equal to 2x plus 10, okay? And then just solve for that. So just quickly subtract 2x. That gives us 2x plus 2 equals 10. Subtract 2. 2x equals 8, which means x equals 4. All right. Now x equals 4, but this says find angle TSU. So we've got to plug that back in. So if I take 4 and plug it in here, what's 4 times 4?
16.
And 16 plus 2? So this is 18 degrees. And then the other one, 2 times 4 is what? Plus 10, 18, which those should be the same. And now it's asking how big is this whole angle TSU?
36.
Okay, 18 plus 18, so that is a 36 degree angle. Okay, number 2. Name, all right, let me erase a little bit of this. Okay, what's the vertex of that angle right there?
P.
Point P. What are the names of the sides of that angle?
PQ, PB.
Okay, ray PB, ray PQ. Now there's 3 different ways I can name that angle. How could I name that angle?
PBQ or angle
BPQ,
AQB,
QPB, or just angle P. I can't name that one angle P because there's only one angle there, so that's fine on that one. Number 3, find x and y so that PR and SQ are perpendicular. What does perpendicular mean? They got to make it 90 degrees. That's the most important part of that. Perpendicular means 90 degrees. So find the value of x and y to make this line and this line perpendicular. So what's going to have to be true of these 2 angles together right here? They're going to have to add up to 90, right? So 2x plus 5x plus 6 has to equal 90. So 7x plus 6 equals 90. Subtract 6, 7x equals 84. Divide by 7, and so x equals 12. Okay, now to find y. Y is this whole angle. That's got to be 90. So 4y minus 2 equals 90. Add 2, 4y equals 92. Divide by 4, y should equal 23. All right, next one, number 4. So we need to find the value of the variable and the length of yz. Well, okay, so how am I going to set this up to find the value of x? Okay, so 10 plus 3x plus 7 equals 29. All right, 2 smaller pieces add up to equal the whole thing. So 3x plus 17 equals 29. Subtract 17, 3x equals 12, which means x equals 4. And then how long is yz? 19. All right, next, converse. What do we do with the converse? You switch them, right? Inverse is not, contrapositive is both. So on this, we just switch. So what's it going to say if I do the converse? Okay, good. If an angle measures 90 degrees, then it is a right angle. An angle measures 90 degrees, then it is a right angle. Okay, number 6. Which one's going to come next in that sequence? That'd be E. Okay, number 7. What is an acute triangle?
Triangle with three acute angles.
Okay, a triangle where all angles are less than 90 degrees. Triangle where all angles are less than 90. What's an obtuse triangle? Okay, where one angle is more than 90. Can you have an obtuse where an obtuse triangle where there's two obtuse angles? Could you have a triangle with two obtuse angles?
No.
Nope. Remember, it'd be impossible to be like that. You couldn't do it. Okay, what's a right triangle? Okay, it's got one angle that is 90 degrees. Okay, what does equilateral mean? Okay, all sides are congruent. What is isosceles? Two sides are congruent, and then scalene, no sides are congruent. Okay, if a triangle is isosceles, what's the value of x? So these two are the same, so we're just going to set 4x plus 22 equal to 3x minus 3. And I'm not going to work that out, but subtract 3x gives you 1x minus 22, so x equals negative 25 here. Okay, number 8. What type of angle are 2 and 10? Corresponding. What are 2 and 8? Vertical. What are 1 and 9? Corresponding. What are 1 and 16? Same side exterior. 10 and 11? Same side interior. 8 and 9? Same side interior. Then 3 and 11? Corresponding. Number 15, if angle 1 is 120 and angle 7 is 5x plus 20, solve for x. So what's up with angle 1 and angle 7? What are those? They're vertical. And what do we know about vertical angles? Always congruent. So we're just going to set them equal. 120 equals 5x plus 20. So you subtract 20. 100 equals 5x divided by 5, so x should equal 22. Okay, number 16, 4 and 13. So what are 4 and 13?
Same side exterior.
Same side exterior. And it doesn't say anything about it on here. It should for us to do this. But we're going to assume that line A and line B are parallel to each other. So if line A and line B are parallel, what do I know about 4 and 13? They're supplementary. They're not the same, they're supplementary. They add up to 180. Okay? So 70 plus 4x minus 6 equals 180. So 4x plus 64 equals 180. 4x equals 116 divided by 4. And that's going to give you 29. Okay. Next one, are these two triangles right here congruent to each other? Are they congruent? Okay, think about this side right here, JM. Which side matches up to JM on this other one? TQ. Are those two equal to each other?
Yes.
They're not equal. So these two are not congruent, but there is something that's true about these two triangles. What's up with them? Good. They are similar, exactly. And because they're similar, and I know that because it's got two sets of angles, the third angle has to be congruent. Since it's similar, I know everything's proportional. Okay, so let's think about this. This side, that's the 3y minus 2. What side is that going to match up to on the other one?
5.
It's going to match up to this one that's 5. So 3y minus 2 is to 5 as 4 is to 2. 3y is to 5 as 4 is to 2. And then from there, we're just going to cross multiply. We're going to get 20 equals 6y minus 4. Add 4 to both sides, divide by 6, so y should equal 4. Then on the other one, the x, so the 6x minus 3 is to the 3 as the 4 is to the 2. So when we cross multiply there, we're going to get 12 equals 12x minus 6. If you add 6 divided by 12, you're going to get x equals 1.5. Okay, number 18, if the measures of the angles of a triangle are represented by x plus 5, 4x plus 14, and 5x plus 1, find the value of x. So what do we know about the angles of a triangle, the three angles? They add up to 180. So x plus 5 plus 4x plus 14 plus 5x plus 1 all together add up equal 180. All right, so there's 1, 5x, 10x. Then 5, 19, 20. Just adding all the like terms up. Subtract 20. That's going to give you 160. And then 160 divided by 10 is 16. Now on this last one. Okay, there's several ways to do it, but the easy way is this. So these two are on the opposite side of the triangle. What do I know about those opposite angles compared to this exterior? Good, they add up to equal that, remote interior. So how big does that angle have to be? So it'll be 70, because 70 plus 50 gives you this 120. Okay, so we're going to stop there. We will pick up and do the second half of this tomorrow. Okay, so to the second half of this, so 20 says, given the choice between vanilla or chocolate, 20 of them chose vanilla. So how many chose chocolate?
10.
10, okay, so 20 chose vanilla, 10 chose chocolate. Right? Because there's 30 total, 20 chose vanilla, so 10 of them chose chocolate. So what's the ratio of chocolate to vanilla?
10 to 20.
10 to 20, or
1 to 2.
if you simplify that, 1 to 2. Okay, number 21, it says that the ratio of length to width in this rectangle is 3 to 2. So every 3 parts in the length, it's 2 parts in the width. Now it talks about the perimeter here, so we've got to think about all the way around. So perimeter's all the way around. So if we add all those x's up, how many x's are those?
4.
There's 4 groups, but total how many x's? 10. 3 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2. So 10x equals 125, because they say the perimeter is 125. So you add all those up, it equals 125. Divide by 10, x equals 12.5. Now, it asks for the length and width, so I've got to take that 12.5 and plug it back in. So 3 for the length, 3 times 12.5 is what?
37.
37.5, and then for the width, it's 2 times 12.5, which is 25. Okay, number 22 says find wide. Now, on this one, they don't even look similar to me, and there's no way to know that, so I don't like that one. We have plenty of questions like that where we'll be able to work that out. Okay, number 23, all those lines are parallel, so it splits this proportionally. And there's a lot of ways to solve this, but I'm just going to do it like this. So 7x minus 2 is to 8. Okay, like going this is to this, as 4x plus 3 is to 8. And again, there's several ways to do this, but I'm just going to do it like this. So what is 8 times 4x plus 3? 32x plus 24. Then what is 7x minus 2 times 8?
56x minus 16.
56x minus 16. All right. So I'm going to subtract 32x from both sides. I'm going to go ahead and do this all in one shot here. I'm going to add 16 to both sides. These 0, that leaves 40 equal to 24x divided by 24. And that gives you like 1.66 repeating. Or it's 5/3 if you left it as a fraction. Okay, Okay, number 24. So we got to think about what matches up here. So the 2 is going to match up to what? To the 3, and then obviously this x plus 3 is going to match up here. So I'm going to do it like this. 2 is to 3. These are similar. They're not congruent. So I can set this up proportionally. So 2 is to 3 as x plus 3 is to 2x plus 2. Bless you. All right. So 2 is to 3 is x plus 3 is to 2x plus 2. Then we just cross multiply. What is 2 times 2x plus 2? 4x plus 4. And then what's 3 times x plus 3? 3x plus 9. Okay, then we're going to subtract 3x from both sides. Subtract 4 from both sides. This leaves x. This zeros, and 9 minus 4 is 5. X equals 5 here.
No. I know. Tell me about it. I got $1 million voice though.
Okay, number 25. So 8 is to x plus 1 as 20, which that don't make no sense. There's no way that much longer, but whatever, is to 3x plus 1. 8 is to x plus 1 as 20 is to 3x plus 1. So what is 20 times x plus 1? 20x plus 20, and then what is 8 times 3x plus 1? 24x plus 8. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you.
Why are you over there?
All right. So this zeros out. So we get 4x equals 12 divided by 4. So x equals 3 here. Okay, number 26. Since these are parallel, it makes this proportional. So 5 is to 6 as x is to, I'm just going to change that to a decimal. 3/5 is the same thing as 0.6, 6/10. So 3.6. Cross multiply, you get 6x equals 18 divided by 6, x equals 3. Okay, on this one, 3x minus 6 is to 40 as x plus 6 is to 32. Actually, you know what? That's not right.
I knew it wasn't.
I just, yep.
That'll be 40 is 3x minus 6 as x.
Yes.
X plus
Okay, so it's like this. Yes, so this is 3, and then the whole thing is 8. Okay, so 3x there, 40 there, and then x plus 6. This is 32.
And then the bottom is.
Well then, okay. So what we're gonna have to do Pythagorean theorem here. I wasn't even paying attention. Okay, so we got to do that real quick to find that side down there. So let me just do this real quick. Come on. Square root of 40 squared minus 32 squared. So this down here is actually 24. Okay. So 3x minus 6 is to 40, which that part's still the same, but x plus 6 is to 24. Okay, so we get 40x plus 240 equals 72x minus let's see. Oh, it's just that double, so it's going to be 144. All right, so we subtract 40x. So that's 32x. And then equals 384 divided by 32, and that's actually 12. Bless you. Okay, then on this one, 21 is to 2y minus 4, as 14 is to y plus 1. And I'm just going to let you work that one out. We don't have time for that. Okay. So on this one, simplify the radical. So I want to get rid of that square root, that radical in the denominator. So how am I going to do that? Multiply by square root of 10 over square root of 10. So on top, I get 4 square root of 10. And on the bottom, what's square root of 10 times square root of 10?
Square root of 100.
Square root of 100, what's the square root of 100?
10.
It's 10. Okay, I can't do anything to square root of 10. I can't simplify that, but is there anything else I can simplify?
The 4 over the 10.
The 4 over the 10, which simplifies to
2 and a 5.
2/5. So it's 2 square roots of 10 over 5.
Bless you.
Bless you. Bless you. Okay, on this one, we're going to multiply by square root of 8 over square root of 8. So on the top, we get square root of 24. On the bottom, what's square root of 8 times square root of 8? Square root of 64, and square root of 64 is just 8. Now that 24 we can break down, right? 6 times 4, which is 3 times 2 and 2 times 2. So that's going to give 2 square roots of 6 over 8. Then is there anything I can simplify from there?
What?
1 and 4.
The 2 over 8 is 1/4. So it's 1 square root of 6 over 4. Or you could just take it all the way down to square root of 6 over 4. Okay, let's see here. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to number 28. Okay, so on this one, this is a 45, 45, 90. So what's the length of this leg? Same thing as that, 2 square roots of 2. And how do we go from the leg to the hypotenuse here? Times the square root of 2. So we have 2 square roots of 2 times the square root of 2, which is 2 square roots of 4.
Which is just 4.
2 times 2, which is 4. Okay, on this one, this leg is 4 square roots of 10. This one is 4 square roots of 10 times square root of 2, which is 4 square roots of 20. 20 breaks down as 4 and 5, 2, 2 and 5. So this is 4 times 2 square roots of 5, which is 8 square roots of 5. Okay, on this one, from the hypotenuse back to the short leg, we divide it by 2, so just 1.5. And then from here to here, we multiply by the square root of 3. So this is 1.5 square roots of 3. Okay, so on this one, divide by the square root of 3, this is 11. This is going to be double that, 22. Okay, number 32 says this is equilateral. So all the angles are 60 degrees. This gets split in half to make 30, 36, or whatever, 30, 60, 90. That's 16. So from here to here is half of 16, which is 8. So this is 8 also from here to here. And this is just 8 square roots of 3. Okay, number 33. So we've got a 45, 45, 90 here. So to go back there, you divide by the square root of 2. So you get 6 square roots of 2 over 2, which means 3 square roots of 2 here. And then if you think about the bigger triangle, 6, 6, this would be 6 square roots of 2. Okay, then on this last one, all right. So from here to here, we divide by the square root of, or divide by 2, sorry. So this is just 1 square root of 3 or square root of 3. Then from here to here, we multiply by the square root of 3. So square root of 3 times the square root of 3, square root of 9, which is just 3. And if you think about the smaller one going from here to here, you divide by the square root of 3, and square root of 3 divided by the square root of 3 is just 1. Okay, so if you are exempt, you can go ahead and turn your review in right now. If you're not exempt, Hang on to your review. I'm going to let you use it on the test tomorrow, but you have to turn it in tomorrow. It will be a grade. So if you lose it, it'll be a 0. Make sure you keep up with it.